What's good, YouTube? This hood is really light. Giddy up! If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like because it helps the channel to grow. On with the video. Today I've got for you a 2022 Kia Stinger GT line, and this is the all-wheel drive version. So last week you saw me drive the loaded 3.3 litre V6, but this one is the 2.5 litre turbo. So in previous years it had a 2 litre turbo, but now it has an upgrade and it is a 2.5 litre. So it does make more power than it did before, but I absolutely love the look of these things. It is so sharp. This particular color is called ceramic silver, which if you've seen an Audi A7, this is almost identical to it. The color is almost identical to their Nardo gray. So I'm not sure how Kia calls it silver and Audi calls it gray, but whatever. It's still a fantastically sharp looking car, I have to say. And I want to say this too. Since it has almost a 50 horsepower jump from the older one, I am very impressed with the speed on this thing. And even the exhaust tips look very good. I did try and get an exhaust clip, but it kept blowing my camera down, so I'll have to do that part later on because it's very windy. But these ones actually start from $36,290, and that is for the rear wheel drive version. But as soon as you go to the all-wheel drive, then obviously you're paying a premium for that. And I just love the styling of this car, especially in this color and especially with these lights. I think that they look fantastic. And the front of the car just looks really aggressive. The vents on the top are still fake, but I mean, it still looks really, really, really good though. Especially with these color side mirrors, and then you've got these vents which are real to match. And then on this particular one, I love the new style of the wheels, and they are 225 45 18s, so they are 18 inches as opposed to 19-inch wheels that was on the Kia Stinger GT. Remember, don't confuse it, this is a GT line, not a full GT, which is why it's got the smaller engine and all the other stuff. But car just overall is very functional, very attractive to look at. It does have remote start. Let me go ahead and show you the key fob. Still got that bomb detonator key fob style. Feels good quality, so no complaints about that. And if you pop the hatch, you've got a huge trunk. I mean, this is pretty much a hatchback, and it does do the 60-40 split at the back. You get the spare kit stuff back there. Plus, if you lift up this next part, you get the spare wheel under there. And the rear seats, on the higher trims, by the way, there is a button up here that you can press that will automatically drop the hatch. And then in these rear seats, there is plenty of room. The guy who was sitting on that side was 6'2", and I could sit behind him fine. If I'm sitting behind myself in the seat position, then there's probably not that much room. But the armrest is very soft. Sorry, it's kind of dark because I'm running out of daylight, but you do get these vents back here, and you get a 12 volt. Plus, you've got USB connectivity back here, and some cargo nets in the back seat. And the gas mileage is actually really good. Look at that, 24 miles combined. 29 highway, 21 city. It's a little bit different if you get the all-wheel drive version. I mean the rear-wheel drive version. You do get a little bit of gas mileage. And I would say that the new Kia badge is pretty awesome. And this engine bay, I'm actually really impressed with how it looks. Even though it's a smaller engine, it is so clean under here. And you got these strip tower braces to stiffen up the front. So let me give you the new specs. The car now makes 300 horsepower, 311 foot-pounds of torque. It does 0 to 60 in about 5.7 seconds. Quarter mile in 14.1 seconds. Top speed of 130. And then this is a 2.5 litre engine with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it's all-wheel drive, and the weight is 3,700 pounds. It's a shade under 3,800. It's 3,792. And don't forget, Kia does an amazing 60,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty. So these are things, you know, it's basically top-notch when it comes to the warranty. And there is a button on the side that makes the mirrors fold in, which is a pretty nice feature. This one has got power driver's seat, but only a manual passenger seat. Now on some of these cars that have the higher trim, it does have memory seats, but this particular one does not. But it has all power windows. The dash information looks pretty good. I mean, I do wish it was digital on this kind of car, but I mean, it's sufficient. And on some of them, you get a heads-up display. But like I said, that's the high trim. You get the different driving modes. So you basically get Eco, Smart, Comfort, Sport, Custom. That changes all the driving dynamics and how the throttle responds. And then on this new infotainment, they've actually gone with a 10.5-inch screen, whereas on the old ones it was only like a 7-inch screen. So that is a huge improvement, and the stereo system still sounds good. The one thing I don't like on the interior, because it's a very nice interior, is this is all gloss black, and if you look, it picks up fingerprints really, really easily. You've got a decent amount of storage space down here, and it has a heated steering wheel, remote start, active cruise control, engine shut-off feature, lane keep assist, all of the goodies, electronic parking brake, heated seats. Higher trims do come with cooled seats, and then you've got dual climate control as well, and then you've got these very nice bucketed leather seats. So this car is very well equipped. This particular one is around $40,000. So, and the steering wheel is excellent. It feels great, and it's a nice flat bottom. And as you can see, you've got the GT line badge down here. Sorry about using the flash, but it's getting dark in Missouri very quickly. And then this is the gear shifter to the 8-speed automatic. I don't really like the look of this shifter. I like the look of the old shifter that used to come on the Stingers that looked more like the Audi shifters, but this is fine for now. And there's no moon roof in this one, but the fully loaded one that I did on the last video, there was. So let's take this thing for a spin and see how it does. All right, so I do want to say once again that this car is extremely comparable to an Audi, especially the A7. I'm gonna put up different side-by-side pictures of the Audi versus this, and it's just so similar. And even comparing this to the Audi A6 and the A5 that I've driven in the past, just the overall quality of this car and how it drives is just so similar. And I do want to say that for the price, this car is easily just as nice as what a lot of the Audis are. I'm not saying that it's comparable to an A8 or, you know, the top trim Audis, but, you know, a lot of entry-level Audis and even the mid-range Audis, this is very comparable. It's got lots of space, and it's got some decent get up and go. I will say that the engine sound in the V6 and the engine sound in this 4-cylinder both leave a lot to be desired. It does not. I wish it had an active exhaust that could make the car sound a lot better, but it does not. So you are left with typical 4-cylinder sound in this one, and even in the V6, it just does not sound that good. There's a lot of V6 cars that sound good, but the Stinger is actually not one of them. So I love the mirrors though. The size is really good, gives you great visibility. There isn't great visibility out the back. You get that small little sliver of space to see out of. But other than that, you know, looking around the other pillars on the car is quite easy. But I'm really impressed with these power numbers. I mean, I think 311 foot-pounds of torque as well as 300 horsepower is a super healthy number. The V6 car makes like 360-ish and the same in torque or similar in torque. And obviously you can tune it to be a lot faster. But this car, I think you can get this for cheaper and tune this to be as fast as the V6, and you're not really missing out on much engine sound because this car is super quiet and it doesn't have much exhaust noise anyway. So, you know, it's a good alternative. I am loving the new Kia badge though. It looks so much more premium than what the old one did. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give it some beans. Woo! All right, I like how it feels. I would say that this car, off the line with its all-wheel drive system, feels very substantial when you put your foot down in it. I think when you get to speed, then it feels slower than, say, my Camaro V6, which has 335 horsepower, and because it's a convertible, it weighs about the same as this car, around about 3,800 pounds, 3,700 pounds. But that feels decently quick too. I mean, for a car that's just going to be your daily driver, daily commuter, and you want it to have some speed but not be crazy fast, this is perfect. I actually think that overall, this new 2022 model, I'm liking quite a bit more than what I liked the 2018 that was fully loaded, for the price. Because this one is 39,000 and the fully loaded GT was 46,000 and it was used with 20,000 miles on it. But yeah, definitely got some good pickup. As I said, I just wish that the engine sound was a little bit more substantial than what this is, but other than that, it's a very, very nice car to drive. Steering feel feels good. I do wish that the steering was maybe a tiny bit heavier, but you know, I'm just grasping at straws because the car overall is extremely nice. Sorry I couldn't give you a video with more light, but I was running out of daylight very, very fast, and the dealership took quite some time to get the car ready for me, so it is what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my Lawson score up on the screen. Really like this car. This is a very nice entry-level version of it, and you know, leave a message, comment down below. I will I'll answer any comments. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.